Hi, I'm going to show you some lunge variations and talk to you about why, because it's different for every person. If you've never exercised before, you may think that lunges are awful and don't want them in your life, but they are really important, especially if you've had a baby, because a lot of the time, let's have a think, get down to get the baby, get down to get the baby, squat, we're going in a lunge, change the nappy, do whatever they're doing, pick up their mess. You've got to get back up, right? Just got to say, that was a very good lunge. Knees behind your toes, this not so much, and standing up with your knees behind your toes. I've got a wide base, so I'm not on train tracks, I'm not on a tightrope here, I'm on a train track. And we're coming down and up, because a lot of the time we're down and we're picking up a baby, so, or a toddler, lifting them up. That stance not only is really good to build your bum, your leg muscles, your core, you need it every day, and it's also a really good stance to be in if you've got back problems. So if you're doing the bath, rather than hovering, oh, I hate it, it's hovering over things. My back needs to be back like this, hovering over. If you're at a stance, legs separate, and you're on the bath, leaning over the bath like this, where you've got one leg forward, one leg back in this lunge position, it's much better for your back and for your core and your chest. Like, it's much more stabilizing. So I'm going to just talk you through reverse lunges, normal lunges, lunge walks, and just see how it feels. So a reverse lunge is just as it says, we're going backwards. So we want to have our feet, if you don't know where your hips are, put your heels together, toes out at the front, so we're not going all the way out here, silliness. Toes out here, bring your heels out, that's hip width apart. So hip width apart is not here, this is a really wide stance, okay? We've got heels together, toes out, bring your heels out, okay? From there, we're gonna go step back, knee down, drive up, okay? If you're just starting exercise, knee down and up, you might feel like this is enough, okay? Your knee is behind your toe. This needs to be built on, because this is, okay, you are doing a bit of the exercise, but you need to do full range of motion all the way down here. This is a lot harder than this. So if you're turning up to a class and you're doing lunges here, you're not doing the full work. You're not giving your legs the full work, okay? So if you're starting out, you're just going to stay on the same side. 5, 4, all the way down, 3, 2, 1, swap sides, 1, 2, so my heel is off the floor at the back, 3, and my weight is in my heel at the front, 4, 5, I can feel that. I don't have to do anything fancy to get a workout in my legs. If that feels really easy, shoulders back and down, you're stepping back and alternating. And look, my knee is almost touching the ground each time. Okay, if you wobble, that's okay. Wobbling means your body's trying to readjust itself so you don't fall. This is harder than just doing static and not swapping. Okay, but my legs are still underneath my hips. I haven't started going out here. I haven't started going behind here. Straight behind. Legs are in the same position. If that feels okay, the progression for that, the next step is taking a step forward. So we've been doing step back, and we're coming all the way down. The next verge step, because that's a lot of weight in your back. That's a lot of strength in your back, which we need. We need to step forward, come down, up. Again, if you're starting this, we can do a lunge static and then swap, or we can alternate. And this is more weight bearing on your front leg and your core. That's why it's harder after you've had a baby to do things like this. So we step, feet are hip width apart, step. That's a front lunge, forward lunge. If that feels really easy, you can do that with a weight. You can do it with a baby. You can also, go from here, walk lunge. So 1, 2, and keep going. Turn around, 1, 2. That's going to activate more muscles, it's going to increase your cardio, and it's going to be really effective to build that postural chain, that core sit, and it's going to help you over time. Even though in that time where you're doing the lunges it feels awful, by building up your endurance, by doing 10 each leg in a workout, you could do it 2 times, 3 times. You don't have to be doing that every day, but if you do that in a workout 2 or 3 times a week, eventually this, I'll pick that up, will become easier, and it won't be hard work on your legs or your back, because you will have practiced so many times getting up and down in this way. You'll be used to it. To add some more cardio, we can do reverse lunge, hop up, reverse lunge, hop up. This will not feel good if you've just had a baby. You might be able to do reverse lunge, knee up, stay on the same side and then swap. But if you are looking for some cardio, get your heart pumping, I need a bit more, hop up. They're all the different, there's lots of different types of lunges you can do, but those are really key in your workout. They're compound movements using lots of muscles across your body. So we've got the squat, where there's lots of ways to do it. We've got the lunge, where there's lots of ways to do it. And if we can build those 1 or 2 things in to a workout every 2 to 3 times a week, you will notice the benefit over time. If you do it once in 3 months, you're not going to notice the difference. Doing it regularly is going to help.